What's going on, guys? My name's Jason Morris, and damn, it is hot here in Australia. It's about 40 degrees, middle of summer, and I am sweating. You could probably see it on camera. That's why I'm always wearing singlets. By the way, these singlets are by Right Aware. I am sponsored by this company though, so click in the link below, Jason10, you can use to get to yourself 10% off their website. Anyway, you've clicked on this. This is what we're talking about today, the PGY Tech DJI Osmo Pocket filters. Now these are fantastic when it comes to filming, especially when you want to try and keep your shutter speed twice your frame rate to get that cinematic look. Obviously to get that nice motion blur. Just forgot that I'd like to mention that I bought this with my own money. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with PGY Tech at all. Anyway, let's get back into the video. Now these are really good for moving time lapses or regular time lapses, mainly because you can have a really slow shutter speed and then you're able to get some nice light trails or some nice motion blur with that. So anyway, I'm gonna do a step-by-step guide when it comes to moving time lapses or regular time lapses. Anyway, let's get into the video. So the filters by PGY Tech are really light. They are made out of aluminium alloy and are fantastic for your gimbal. This one gives you 4 different options of 8, 16, 32 and 64, which offers you up to 6 stops of light. So let's head out into the field, attach these to the gimbal and see what this thing can do. So in the box you've got the ND filters, then you've got a couple of dodgy looking stickers, and then you've also got an instruction manual. Now at this point, I'm wondering, how the hell do I attach this thing? Do I screw it on? Do I clip it on? What? How does this work? Maybe I should read the instruction manual. Wait, just kidding. It is really easy to put on. All you need to do is clip it on the front, line it up, and it's magnetic. It clips straight on. Just make sure you do it before you turn it on, because the gimbal does need to turn on and calibrate itself with the weight that's on there. So it's pretty basic and simple to put on. Just clip it on and you're done. Voila. So anyway, let's get back into the step-by-step guide on how you do these time lapses. So as I said before, if you want that motion blur or that nice light painting, then you're gonna need a nice slow shutter speed. So bring the shutter speed down to roughly about at least 4 seconds. It does max out at 8 seconds. So obviously you've got to choose your right ND filter depending on the weather or depending on your exposure. And obviously try and get the exposure as close to that 0 as possible. Once you have achieved this, now you've got to choose the duration time of how long you want the time lapse to go for, and then obviously the duration in between each shot. And then at the top right hand corner, it will actually give you a number of how many seconds your time lapse is actually going for. So what you can also do is choose specific parts. So if you want the frame to go from A to B, that's pretty basic. You just select A, move the gimbal across, and then select B point and then record. Away you go. You can select multiple points if you want to as well, but it is very common just to get a nice smooth panning motion or tilting motion in one direction. So it will take a little bit of trial and error to get the correct exposure, to get the correct light painting out of what you want, and then obviously get the best image that you want to get out of it. But definitely these ND filters are fantastic to use. I am actually used to more adjustable ND filters where I can just quickly turn it, and it's so much easier than changing ND filters, but until then, I don't think they'll make adjustable ND filters for the Osmo Pocket, but until then, just use these ones, perfectly fine. You've just got to do a little bit of trial and error first. Sweet guys, that's it from me. Please like this video if you found it informative. Comment below if you have the DJI Osmo Pocket and if you are still using these tips and tricks. My name's Jason Morris. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. Let's get it.